So we've had this little doohickey now for quite some time. This is the GME TX6155 which has now been well and truly superseded by a newer model, which is the one you can see in the background there, which is the TX6160, the one that looks like a traffic cone, which we are thinking about replacing these with. That will definitely be something we'll probably look into this year. As you can see, this one's, it still works relatively well, but it's been bashed around a bit, and
there's nothing actually wrong with it.
It still works well.
Like, it's been dropped, it's had lots of water, it's been put in mud.
Still pulls apart.
The battery still charges well, but that thing's been covered in mud before.
Is that acid, or is that leaking out the terminals there? Or is that water that's stored in there from somewhere else? Looks a little acidy.
All good points. We got this in 2016, so...
So there you go, we've had this thing for near on 5 years. And,
I should wash my hands after touching it, but
yeah,
anyway.
So, actually, now that we just pulled this apart, we've actually just seen a little bit of, looks to be a little bit of acid leaking at the top of the battery, so this thing will definitely have to be replaced.
But it'll only be the battery that needs replacing.
Yeah, it would be. You could get a new battery piece.
Yeah. Apparently the new model hasn't really had any bigger upgrades of it, it's just slightly revised.
Slightly. And it looks like a traffic cone. But, yeah, but we would definitely recommend, if you're going to go four-wheel driving, I know we've said this quite a few times before already, but we definitely recommend getting the GME brand handhelds. And for what we do, that's plenty.
It's actually overkill.
Can't always hear clear as day. I mean, sometimes you sound like you're almost dying.
Wait a minute.
That's because he is almost dying. Like, but that's, you gotta realise though, our vehicle has a 9 dBi antenna. Yeah. So, it's designed for long distance, not hilly terrain. But that unit there is probably overkill. It's the 5 watt unit, and you really don't need 5 watts for spotting, for a spotting UHF. That's more of a UHF where you're walking terrain, and you want to keep in contact with other people that are some distance apart. That's almost equivalent to a, like, for example, the inbuilt ones in cars and four-wheel drive, they're 5 watts as well. It's the max you can have in Australia.
And you get that in a handheld.
The only difference is the antenna, so, like, when you're talking, you gotta realise the transmission's coming from where his nose is right now. So, if you're talking on a inbuilt UHF, it's gonna be coming from outside your vehicle much higher. So that's the only difference. The difference is how the antenna can transmit. You know, if you're in really, really hilly conditions, you might have to hold it up and talk with the antenna up in the air type thing, rather than at your face.
Probably like that, something like that.
Because you don't want, you know...
You don't have to hold it like here either to talk. Like, you talking from here is fine.
That's about where you talk from, yeah.
You don't generally need to hold it like...
But for the time,
to be honest, a lot of the time when I use it, I usually just have it clipped to my shirt or whatever I'm wearing, and I usually just hit the button and talk like that.
But that unit is heavy duty. That's like, I would consider that a rugged, heavy duty UHF. It's been dropped, it's been thrown, it's rolled down the side of a mountain, it's fallen into water, it's fallen into mud, it's been covered in mud.
Most of our
it's been exposed to sun, it's been left out in the sun.
Most of our equipment has been covered in mud.
It's tolerated a lot of environmental conditions.
It's been left in cars in heat and stuff.
Yeah, and it still works. You turn it on, and it's there. Without fail. Like and the battery in them lasts. I don't think we've ever had it go flat unless you've used it for days and days and we didn't have a charger.
Yeah, usually for an overnight or a couple of day camping trip, we charge it before we leave, put it back on charge when we get back. It doesn't really run flat for a couple of days worth of usage, and that's 2 days of heavy tracks. So, with plenty of spotting involved, and it doesn't go flat.
I think we paid like $300 for that.
What's the new one worth?
About $220 at the moment on special Anaconda. The one big problem we have with this is the charger for it now is the connector's a bit dodgy.
Yeah, so it's funny. The charger is giving out before the unit itself is giving out.
The charger normally stays at home or in the toolbox. So
GME, definitely the brand to go for handhelds when spotting off-road.
TX6160 current model,
TX6160.
which we'll probably end up getting.
Yep.
I think Ronnie Dahl did a much comprehensive review on the 6160, the one we're talking about.
Yep.
So.
How did he find it? Good.
Yeah, he gave it a good for a handheld. He gave it a pretty good review. We're past the days of cheap handhelds.
Yeah.
Like, if you're gonna get a handheld, get a good one, and it'll last for years.
Well, this one has.
It will last for years.
It's lasted us 5 years, this sucker.
What the hell?
Hang on, give me 2 secs.
You want to steal our CB, don't you?
I am going to buy a CB when I get home. Was that good timing, was it? I'm just sitting there going,
Don't you ever charge these things?
fun?
Don't you ever charge these things?
They're both fully charged. But I got a few hours out of them, but they were just cheapies, so.
So our goals for 2021. We are aiming to get to 1,000 subscribers this year. Now we are a good hunk of the way, probably around about halfway so far. Big thank you to everybody who subscribed and watched our videos over the last couple of years, I guess, because we've been doing this for a little while now. Now, if you guys want to help out with trying to get us there, a few things you can do: sharing the videos to friends and family who you think will like it, liking the videos or subscribing if you haven't already. We've also noticed that there's quite a few people don't have notifications turned on. If you want to be notified when new videos go live, you've got to turn on the little notification button. Otherwise, you won't get the little notification that says there's a new video up and live. Another way you guys can help us out is by filling out the survey in the description of this video. Only a couple of minutes, a couple of questions, and that'll just help us to give you guys the content that you want to see. Now, if you've got any other feedback you'd like to leave, just chuck it in the comments below. The other thing I want to touch on for this year, guys, we are starting to run towards the end of the holiday season now. We're already in now Feb. Our uploads will lessen to 1 a week, so we can get out and get the content, and it, gives us time to make the videos and stuff that you guys like to see. Alright guys, that's it for us over here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the little bell if you want the notifications. Catch you all next time. Greatly thankful. Alright guys, that's up. That's up. If you could fill out the little survey that's in the link for this, hit the subscribe button.
Make the funny effect, that's brilliant.
Flat.
And
Remind them that if they want notifications,
yeah.
click the button.
Yeah.
Click it, click it, click it, click it, click it.
Should.
Click it. Click it.
Catch you all next time.
Catch you on the flip side.
Wax on, wax off.
Yes, sensei.